Meow 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 meow.
Today's cigar is the Relic Robusto 5.2 inch by 52 ring size, a Habano wrapper from Nicaragua. Apparently this is a fairly new cigar, and it comes from the A J Fernandez company. The cost online averages about $8 a stick. So how did it smoke? I thought it had really great smoke output. Seemed to be very creamy. There was a good amount of smoke. It was very easy to light. The cigar burned well. Never had to touch it up. It had a nice cap on it. I'm not sure if it was a double cap or a single cap, but when I cut it, it stayed together really nice. Didn't have any like fringes coming off or unraveling, so that's always good. So it wasn't like too dry or anything. It had a nice oil feel to it. I had absolutely no issues with the draw. It seemed to be kind of between a loose to a medium draw. I didn't have any issues with the cigar splitting, any issues with the construction, heavy veins, tears, anything like that. It seemed to be a well put together cigar. Well, what about the taste? It seems to me to be a nice, complex tasting cigar to me. Often in doing these reviews, I'll notice like a clear flavor that's like a singular flavor all the way through. You can kind of get a little bored with the flavor. That's not the case with this cigar. I noticed a variety of different flavors in the complexity. There's a little bit of cedar, there was spice, leather, there was a deep tobacco flavor that stayed through to the finish. A bit of earthiness, a bit of pepper, wasn't overpowering, but it had a very creamy, almost vanilla-like finish, which I really enjoyed. I was expecting this because it's a full flavor to have maybe a heavy pepper or a licorice finish, but it didn't. Had that little bit of cream, and I loved that. And that flavor, the finish lasted really until the next draw, so you really had a good mouthful of flavors. And the intensity was very consistent through the whole smoke. But again, not one taste just dominating cigar. It was just the fact that the creamy finish is what kept going. It kind of had a different complexity throughout the whole thing. But even though it was complex and you can consider it full, it was well balanced. It didn't have too much of one thing. I didn't get sick of having one flavor. Or if there's one flavor in that you don't really like, it's still fine because of the complexity. I like this cigar very much. I'd say it's probably one of my top 5 that I've smoked this year. So I've really enjoyed it. If I find a deal online for a group of them, I'll probably buy them and let them sit in the humidor for a while. I highly recommend it. I think this cigar could become a classic favorite. If any of those things sound interesting to you, you should definitely pick up at least one to try and see how you like it. If you're interested in any other cigar-like flavors and to see my opinion on them, please check in the description for a link to my playlist of other cigar reviews. Thank you for listening.